post-Beijing. And that's obviously what they need to think in their head, is that's an ultimate goal, is to try, okay, now how do we create our journey and how do we plan it on a trajectory that can make that work?
It's exciting. It's exciting to think that we might have a team in the top 10 going to an Olympics, maybe a top 10 Olympic place, and then who knows beyond that?
Beyond that, we don't know.
And obviously such a rich history in ice dance for Great Britain. This is the latest incarnation. Lila Fear and Lewis Gibson leaving the ice to make their final preparations before we see them compete at this 2021 Figure Skating World Championships. These are among the last 10 teams to be skating. 5 out there in this penultimate group. And we have our first competitors from this group on the ice. And I think this is such an exciting team to watch. Tiffany Zahorsky and Jonathan Guerrero of Russia. 8th at the 2018 Worlds. Silver at the Russian Championships this year, in absence of the favourites to win the gold medal, Tsina and Kat Salapov. And such personality. She's incredible to watch.
Terrific lift.
Big tune, big finish. I don't know, it's not set my world on fire though.
I got a bit frantic towards the end, and there was a couple of moments when Jonathan was getting slightly ahead of the music and ahead of Tiffany. Jonathan born in Australia, Tiffany born in the UK. His mother is Russian.
Yeah, and I think her paternal grandfather was as well exiled from Russia after World War One. Served as a pilot in the RAF. And she skated for Britain at one point, France, and now Russia. Should point out as well that the Russian athletes are not allowed to skate under the Russian flag because of the sanctions put on Russia in international competition. So they are skating for the Federation of Russian States, I think is what it stands for. So there can be no Russian flag at this championships, no Russian anthem, because of those doping violations in the past.
Yeah, slightly off on the twizzle. Again, they're both tall, very leggy, so again, making sure that the lines match, getting down on the knees to get into the ice and get the blades onto those edges. Some very innovative transitions into and out of lifts, which is great to see with ice dancers. They are having to be a lot more creative now, and are allowed to be more creative. The rules have come on. To be honest, I'm just thinking about this as I was watching Tiffany and Jonathan. I would love to see how Nick and Penny would work under this, with these new rules. I think there would have been some fabulous new and innovative skating from them.
Oh, we missed them.
We missed them, yeah.
Sending them our love. Wasn't it fun when we had them in the commentary box with us for the last World Championships? Oof.
Yeah.
Just falling short. Just needed a couple more fractions of a point to take the lead.
So Hawayak and Baker, that free dance. Look at that, how tight. Oof. But I did prefer the American free dance.
Now the 7-time Polish national champions.
Next to skate, representing Poland, Natalia Kaliczek and Maxim Spodieriev.
What a costume change for Natalia. She was wearing thigh-high red sparkly boots for the rhythm dance.
Her kinky boots.
Yeah.
Through the twizzle sequence. problem there, catching the feet.
Oh, managed to hang on to her just at the end. It felt a bit stop and start to
Yeah,
me.
lost
Lacking
its-
speed and energy. at
Lost its
times.
way after about the first minute. I thought the first minute was really strong, and I was thinking, oh, they've really improved. They've really stretched their line and pointed toes and things. Then it lost its way a little bit. I found my first spin that I didn't particularly care to look at, and it just got a bit ragged towards the end. We don't know, again, what the journeys are of these skaters for these past 9 months, let's say.
How much ice time, how much
Yeah.
competition.
Where they've been, whether they've been training, not training as much. Fortunately, we know that Lila and Lewis were safely ensconced in Montreal, and the rink was open. But for these two, we don't know. Yeah, everything was quite tight and precise at the beginning. They lost their way a little bit with the twizzles. Again, different leg line, different movement. I'm not sure it's going to finish ahead of Hawaii and Baker of the US.
You hold the line when every one of them is giving up and giving in. Tell me, in this house of mine, nothing ever comes without a consequence. And cost, tell me, will the stars align? Will heaven step in? Will it save us from our sin? Will it? 'Cause this house of mine stands strong. That's the price to pay. Leave behind your heart and cast away.
The scores, please.
Natalia Kalicek och Maxim Spodiljev från Polen har fått 107,21 poäng i frihansen och en totalpoäng på 183,3.
They're well short. They need to be well over 110 marks.
Spodiljev from Poland have earned a total competition score of 183.
They were there. That's the most important thing.
Currently in 4th place.
Right then, everyone, eyes down. It is Lila and Lewis time for Great Britain.
Great Britain, Lila Fear and Lewis Gibson.
Skating for a place in the top 10 at the World Championships for the first time.
What are you looking at?
So the Twizzles, tiny little bobble there from Lewis in the middle. But they got the levels, level 4.
Oh, they love to perform, don't they? They love a party. Madonna, by order of Lila's mum.
They were the party. Well done.
Really good fun. I did see a bit of a bobble by Lewis and a slightly sticky dismount, one of those last lifts.
Yes, but they covered it. They kept going. They maintained the energy, and it was aggressive without being hard. They've got the levels they wanted. Nice score at the moment.
Yeah, big smiles, and rightly so.
Yeah.
Great performance from Lila and Lewis. They have done what they came here to do. Really represented themselves brilliantly. Virtual hugs all round.
I have gossip and news.
We love gossip and news. Come on, Robin.
Lila Jo has named her hairpiece. It's called Sheila.
Well, Sheila performed magnificently out there. Look at her go.
Deep knee bends, nice curves, strong edges. Get the quality on those turns. Match it up. arm lines, leg lines. Yep.
Nice.
It's like an angel sighing. I have no choice. I hear your voice.
Level 4 on the curve lift. Yeah, nice control. Hey, cutie. Yep. Sheila doing her work.
Yeah, Lila's mum will be watching at home. They
Hi,
were
Kristen.
both so disappointed that they couldn't have their parents there. Just a short flight over to Stockholm because these two, obviously living in Canada, haven't seen their families for months.
Hi, Georgia and Sasha. Hi, everyone at home. Thank you for watching.
Our pleasure. Thank you for performing.
Right, well, they need 111.10 to maintain their place in the standings. Oh, brilliant, 119.50. They will remain in the top 10 in the world. Fantastic. That's where they'll finish. And who knows, maybe there's another couple of places to be won. We'll have to see what comes next, but it's going to be 8th place at the very worst for Lila Fear and Lewis Gibson. Brilliant stuff for the British team. Job done.
On the ice, representing Canada, Laurence Fournier-Baudry and Nicolas
And
Sarrazin.
after the rhythm dance, Lila and Lewis just a fraction of a point behind the Canadian team. Laurence Fournier-Baudry and Nikolai Sorensen, the Canadian bronze medalist from a couple of years ago.
Here and now, before earth and sky, we stand. We feel the blessing of your infinite love in our bones, in our blood, in our breath, in our hearts. We open our eyes to see beyond what we have seen before. We open our ears to hear what we could not
Lovely in the straight line lift and directly into the rotational lift.
Beyond the beyond, to see with eyes and to fly without wings.
Nicely through the twizzles.
We feel a new story emerging from ourselves as waves of love remind us of who we really are. It is our responsibility to dance, to give. The life giver, peacemaker, woman, the mystical force from which we all come. It is our responsibility to see beyond the stories and to manifest change. And this journey begins within each of us, each woman and each man. It is time to remember.
It's going to be close, isn't it? Just an incredibly different style to what we saw from Lila and Lewis. These two, of course, training mates, all train in Montreal together. Lila and Lewis and Laurence and Nikolai. And less than a point separated them going into this free dance.
Components, components, components. Chalk and cheese, really.
Yeah. I mean,
Lovely,
how
beautiful,
do you-
and some really lovely quality skating in there.
How do you judge one from the other? It is the quandary of ice dance.
Originally representing Denmark on the international circuit, but
Yeah, they've been together since 2012, so they've been together a long time.
yeah. This opening straight line lift was fantastic, beautiful, and then dropped directly into the rotational lift.
Well, they couldn't go to the Olympics because Laurence had not got 7 years residency in Denmark, which is the requirement to be able to represent Denmark. So even though they'd won a spot, they couldn't go. And because of that switch of nationalities, they couldn't compete for a year.
So now he is looking for his Canadian citizenship. That's great power and control from both partners to make that happen.
She looks so strong, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
It is our responsibility.
Well, to inch ahead of Lila and Lewis. They need 119.06. That would see Lila and Lewis remain in 8th position. Let's see what the judges made of it. Who did they prefer? It's not going to be enough. That's a place up the rankings for Lila and Lewis. They're up to 7th.
Laurence Fournier-Bovy and Nikolai Sorensen from Canada have earned
Wow.
a total competition score of
Applause. Well done, Lila Lewis. Look at that, though. Oof.
in second place.
In first place with 6 left to skate, so it's a 7th place at worst for Lila and Lewis of Great Britain.
Yeah, 7th it will be. Take it. Fantastic. Well done.
You called it, Robin. You said it would be 7th.
I was hoping it was going to be 7th.
He knows his stuff, Robin Cousins, doesn't he? We'll keep him on the payroll for another year. Right, the 3-time Italian national champions aiming for their highest ever finish at a World Championships in 6th after the rhythm dance.
Love is beautiful. Love is proud.
Excellent twizzles. Really tight, fast, precise.
An emotional, powerful finish for the Italian champions.
Yeah, some lovely skating. I wasn't drawn in, I think partly the music, as I was with the previous couples. But the skating, the quality, the twizzles were just superb.
Their 10th World Championship together. Their best is 8th at the last World Championships in Saitama in Japan in 2019, but they are going to go a couple of places higher than that this time round. 2019 European bronze medalists. And finished just inside the top 10 at the Pyeongchang Olympics together.
Bravissimi ragazzi, davvero bravi.
Bravissima. Thank you, Barbara.
Bravi. Buono, buono, buono. Non si fa più. Barbara, non si fa più.
Some really nice twizzles. Good rise and fall in the knee bend. Proud coach.
Charlie Guinard och Marco Fabri från Italien har fått
124.16. So they biff Lila and Lewis off the top spots as expected.
Yeah.
Lila and Lewis in second position at the moment, likely to finish up in 7th. What a result for the British team. He shoved her off the chair. And that means we have just 5 teams left to skate. But those are the standings at the moment. Doesn't that make excellent reading for British skating fans? Lila Fear, Lewis Gibson in second position at the moment after a fantastic free dance performance to a Madonna medley. Really got themselves into that and worked their way up 1 position on the table after the rhythm dance came